This almost final example. Understand also these are a group of people that worship idols, right? They worship idols. So Allah Azza wa Jalla says, إِنَّ الَّذِينَ تَدْعُونَ مِن دُونِ اللَّهِ لَنْ يَخْلُقُوا ذُبَابًا. All of those that you're calling on other than Allah, they can't even create a fly. They can't even create a fly. وَلَوْ اجْتَمَعُوا لَهُ. Even if all of them got together for one project to create a single fly. The question arises, Allah didn't say they can't create mountains, they can't create the sun. Ibrahim alayhi salam says, فَإِنَّ اللَّهَ يَأْتِي بِالشَّمْسِ مِنَ الْمَشْرِقِ فَأْتِ بِهَا مِنَ الْمَغْرِبِ. Allah brings the sun from the east, you bring it from the west. He gives something big that Allah does. But in this ayah, Allah Himself says, you people, you can't even do as much as creating a single fly. He calls on something very small, very insignificant. And later on in the Quran, we even learn, people when they hear small examples from Allah, they say, مَاذَا أَرَادَ اللَّهُ بِهَذَا مَثَلًا. What's the point of Allah giving this example? I don't get it. Doesn't make any sense. Seems kind of silly. Allah already talked about that in His book. You know, that's coming in Madani Quran. But here in particular, we have to pay attention to the fly. And let's see how it's connected. He says, وَإِنْ يَسْلُبْهُمُ الذُّبَابُ شَيْئًا. If the fly took something away from your gods, those gods that you worship other than Allah. Now you understand that in idol worshipping cultures, like the Arabs used to have idols and statues all around the Kaaba and they used to worship them. Now in many parts of Southeast Asia and those communities that are even here, there are many temples like that with their idol worshipping religions. Or even if they don't worship the idol, they have the idol there so they can concentrate or do some kind of rituals and ceremonies. You'll notice one thing in common. They all have some kind of ceremonial food that they put in front of the idol for blessings. Either they'll put milk there, I don't know if ice cream or something else, but they'll put something there, right? And then they'll do their whole rituals and this is blessed food. So if a tourist walks into the place, some guy who's not a Buddhist, is not a Hindu, is not one of those things, he walks into the temple and he says, oh look, Snickers bar. And he picks it up and tries to eat it. What are they going to do? This is special food. You can't touch that. This is for that guy over there, the giant statue that's staring at you. It's for him. But you know what happens all the time when you leave food open? Flies show up. Isn't that the case? So the temple is open, food is sitting there, the idol's in front, and flies show up. And these guys are worshipping this God and they're begging Him for, rain to come, or they're begging Him for the flood to stop, or they're begging this false God for, a child or whatever else. And in the middle of it all, the tourist is not allowed to eat that food, but the fly comes and it sits down on that chocolate milk and takes a few sips and flies off. And can that God do anything? No. That God can't do anything. The foundations of their belief are crushed in front of their eyes by flies. By flies. And if the idea is that they created the flies, then at least the flies should worship them. If they are the creator of the fly, why should the fly come and disrespect them in this way? You can't even create a fly. And even if the fly violated your religion, took something from your God's food, those gods can't get it back. لَا يَسْتَنْقِذُوهُ مِنْهُ. They can't retrieve it. And this happens in front of your eyes all the time. Don't you ever think, ضَعُفَ الطَّالِبُ وَالْمَطْلُوبُ. The one seeking, the one in pursuit, and the one being pursued are both weak. The seeker and the sought. I know it's difficult English. I'll try to simplify it as much as I can. The one after something, and the one who they are asking from, al-matlub, they're both weak, Allah says. In other words, the idol worshipper, the mushrik is weak, and his idol is weak. They're both weak.
Subhanallah walhamdulillah wa la ilaha illallah wallahu akbar. Subhanallah walhamdulillah wa la ilaha illallah wallahu akbar. Subhanallah walhamdulillah.